What's up, y'all? Day 10 on this beautiful rising. Um, man, Malachi Chaney's road to recovery. Father and son survived the tornado May 29th, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. I hope y'all had a beautiful night. I hope you're having a beautiful rising. I don't like to say morning, but how you how you doing, brother? Peace. But yeah, man, this 10 days, of course, y'all know the first half, well, more than half was spent in ICU. And, being in a room now, I would say a little under ICU because it's still a lot of, different things. It's a lot of different complications when it comes to Malachi's injuries. But, man, throughout this process, I've been, I'm grateful and thankful that we got over the hard part. And the hard part was me and Malachi surviving a tornado that demolished our home, and everything in it, right? But the beautiful side, because that's the ugly side, that's the devastating disaster, the crying every day, and that's that side. But the beautiful side of it is these are some of the best doctors here at Grady, man, and I'm being educated. Every day we have a meeting, every day I'm taking notes, and I'm being educated on my son's injuries along with, me and my wife. Yeah, we just can't, once we get out of here, it's going to be a whole nother process as far as Malachi's road to recovery with, rehabilitation center. And, yeah, man, the beautiful part is we still living and breathing. Like we always say, the material things, the house, the cars, the clothes, the money, none of that matters. And just keeping the positive spirit, sleeping wise. I don't know if me and my wife have slept the full 6 or 8 hours since May 29th, because you got to understand, when we're in the hospital with our baby boy, like she might get a couple of hours of sleep. Then I let her, she lets me sleep, and then I might get a couple of hours of sleep and let her sleep. And it's just rotated. We got to wake up every single time that boy make a noise, or he gets up, or he's in pain, or he's crying, or the doctors are coming in all throughout the night. We got to be on deck, for everything. I'm up at 2 in the morning when the doctors come in sometimes, and I'm just taking notes. And I did want to mention, I know I wrote the most powerful chapter to what could be a book, what could be a movie, what could be a documentary or a docuseries. I know it's one of the most powerful chapters of my life that I ever wrote. And it's in my notes, and I've been documenting video, footage, pictures. I have it all. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be, but trust me, this pain, the suffering that my son is enduring right now, and me and his mom are enduring, and mentally, physically, emotionally, this pain is going to turn into something beautiful, y'all. It is. And again, man, just to be father and son, my son, Malachi Chaney, for us to be walking testimonies, I'm seeing the press, with the updates, shout out to everybody in the press that's following up with me on the updates, and just looking at that horrific picture of our home. I'm like, wow. I put up a post earlier, and I said, in order for something to elevate, something has to end. In order to elevate, something had to end. And this is a new chapter, of course. And this chapter wasn't plain, because it ain't my plan, it's God's plan. This chapter was forced. A new beginning. I call it the recharge, the restart, the rebirth. Yeah. In order to elevate, something has to end. And something had to end. I know I'm one of God's kids. You know, I know Malachi Chaney is one of God's children. You know what I'm saying? My wife, Ayesha Chaney, one of God's kids. So y'all be blessed, man. Grady Hospital, the most iconic 10 days of our entire lives. Wow. Go get wifey some coffee. I'm gonna get me some tea. I've been working out inside of the room, you know. When they sleep, I get my little workout in meditation prayer. But I love y'all, man. Peace and blessings. Tray Chaney reporting live from, boom, Grady, baby. Grady, baby. All my Grady babies out there, what's up with y'all, man? Love y'all.